Welcome everyone to Chesterton High School. Jason and Hunter are here to bring you this matchup between the Abilene Eagles and the Chesterton Warriors.
So looking into today, last year this Abilene team made a pretty deep run in the playoffs, made it to the regional championship, and lost to Tomball.
A little unexpected run there. They did make a lot of noise. Exciting team last year. They are losing one of their seniors, R.J. Galloway.
Yeah, he was a huge help for them last year, especially down the stretch. Got really hot towards the end of the season.
First team All-District player.
Yeah, first team All-District. So that'll be a big loss as Ryan Hollitz gets blocked by Conrad Alexander.
So another look at that block. Clean block there.
And Ryan Hollitz, a junior, looking to improve on his stats from last year as Moody gets the mid-range to go.
Moody with 9 points per game last year. I think he can probably push more than 10 this year for sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking about 12 is more! The reverse slam. Let's get another look at that.
Right over Bramos.
It looks like Bramos kind of made a business decision, moved out of his way. Moore is now a sophomore?
Sophomore, yes.
Yeah, he's a bouncy sophomore for sure.
Nat Jackson, the senior, inside.
Good move on Lance Holland, and Bramos can't get the putback.
Good hustle by Bramos.
Moore with the ball now. Looks like he's going to try to take it on Hollitz. Hollitz, good defense. Down to Eddie Alexander. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound.
Yeah. Lance Holland with the step back, can't get that to go. Alexander hustling once again. Good defensive possession there for the Eagles. Lack on the rebounding though.
Hollitz will get the ball, gets more in the air, the pull-up mid-range, no good.
Just short on that shot. Moore in transition, pushing the pace. Poked out by Hollitz. Moore gets it back, driving in, goes for another slam. A little too strong on that one.
We might be seeing a lot of that this season from Moore. Or sorry, from Moore. Yeah, from Moore. My apologies. Bramos was 7 points and 8.5 rebounds and just under a block last season. What do you expect from him this year?
I'm expecting some pretty similar stats out of him. He could probably almost average a double-double.
Yeah, I'm thinking definitely 10 rebounds. He did grow an inch. He is 6'7" now.
Here's a look at the starting lineups. 3 seniors in the lineup today for Abilene, whereas Chesterton with just the one.
Yeah, Lance Holland this year is definitely an exciting player for Chesterton. Definitely going to be their best player. I'm looking maybe for 20 points out of him a game this year.
I don't know, this Moore guy might be able to be their best player this year.
Shields just misses left on that shot.
Nat Jackson with the rebound. I'm excited for Nat Jackson's senior year. Had a pretty impressive junior year.
Yeah, he definitely had some games. He dropped 30 a couple times. As Hollitz will get that to go.
Hollitz with 10 points last year. Felt like a lot more than 10. He's an exciting player as a sophomore.
Yeah, and he also had 5 assists, and that was a huge help for them last year. A big playmaker, and I think he can even improve on that. Oh, Red with the step back. It's good. Tough shot from Red. J.J. Red averaged 7.3 points and 2.9 assists last year, so definitely a nice addition for this Chesterton team.
Bramos with a bit of a wacky layup attempt there. Doesn't get it to go in. Moody with the steal and transition. Gets it out to Hollitz. Hollitz inside to Bramos. Nice play there from Abilene. Forces the timeout there from Chesterton. Here's a look at the District 4 standings from last year. Abilene finished with an impressive 16-6, whereas Chesterton was the opposite, 6-16.
I think Chesterton can definitely improve on 6-16 this year. I like their team this year. Abilene, they may be down a couple of games, but I don't think they're much worse than last year.
Both teams definitely have potential to make the playoffs.
For sure. And this Abilene team, with the addition of Malik Jackson, is that right?
The senior.
Malik Jackson, the senior, who puts a contest on that shot. He is 6'7" or 6'8", so he's a huge addition down low for them.
He's coming over from a 5A school in Texas.
His Hollitz will get to the rack. Won't go. Malik Jackson tips it out. Will be recovered by Red. Passed up to Eddie. Tries to Euro around him. Will miss. He gets his own putback and misses again.
Good transition defense from Bramos. Bramos in transition gets blocked from behind by Eddie Alexander.
Some great defense from both teams here. It's Kyle Shields will take it to the rack. Another block.
Little block party going on here.
Malik Jackson will give it to Hollitz. Almost stolen by Red.
Hollitz refuses the screen. Pulls up for three. Doesn't get that one to go.
Kelvin Tate will pass up to Shields. Kyle Shields with the nice cross. Can't get the N1.
Kyle Shields, 79% from last season on the free throw line.
You're definitely happy with that. But now being a junior, he may even improve on that. So we'll see.
First free throw is good. Hollitz off to a shaky start here. 1 for 5 so far. You think he can pick it up later?
He will. Yeah, he'll definitely improve. Maybe just some first game jitters.
Hollitz looking to get the offense going. Gets it to Nat Jackson in the corner. His three is good.
It's a nice roll. He averaged 11.1 points, 4.1 rebounds, and a steal a game. So it felt like more. I think this Abilene team, it may just maybe because later in the season, I think everybody in Abilene picked it up.
Yeah, they had a really hot end of the last year.
Hollitz gets a steal. Nat tries to go 2 for 2, can't do it.
Holland taking it inside, gets the foul. Holland, 76% free throw shooter from last year.
He might want to improve on that a little bit. He's a senior now. Knocks down his first.
The second, also good. 12-9 lead here for the Eagles.
With just over a minute to go in the first quarter.
Hollitz driving inside, puts up another shot, gets that one to go in. Nice touch there from the junior.
Neither team's shooting well from the field so far.
2 for 11, Chesterton. They're getting decent looks, just not getting all their shots to fall.
Red will get his second three of the night. He has 2 of their 3 field goals now.
Cuts the lead to 2.
Hollitz driving in on Red. Dishes to Bramos. A great cut there from Bramos.
Good pass inside by Hollitz. 40 seconds left to go. Might see a 2 for 1 here for the Warriors as Red just pulls it up. Can't get that one to go in.
I like that shot from Red. He's been hot early, trying to keep that going.
Hollitz driving in once again, looking for a foul. Puts up the shot, doesn't get it to fall.
Kelvin Tate pulls on the rebound. Red will dribble it up. Gets past Hollitz, slows it down just a little bit. More. Funky pass there. Red will get on the interior. No good.
Hobbs with the rebound, gets it to Nat. Nat to Moody. Moody at the buzzer. Just long on that shot. We're back here for the second quarter. 16-12 is your score. Abilene has the advantage. Hobbs with the ball, gets it to Bramos. Back to Hollitz.
Hollitz rejects the screen. The floater. Good shot from Hollitz. This is more what I expect from him.
Yeah, Hollitz, he's involved in every play. He may not be scoring, he may not be getting the assist, but the offense really runs through him.
It does. He will pick up a foul there.
Nicholas Moore, 65% free throw shooter last year as a freshman. Of course, he expects improvement.
Yeah, I mean, being on a varsity squad as a freshman is already a tall task. So 65% as a freshman isn't necessarily bad.
Hollitz gets a screen from Hobbs, puts up the 3. Can't get that to go in.
Looked like he wanted a foul there. Kind of flailed in the air. As Moore gets downhill, the floater, no good. Looked like he might have gotten whacked on the arm. Kyle Shields will pick up Hollitz.
Hollitz gets it to Elise Sanchez off the bench for these Eagles. As Hobbs turns it over, looking for Ramos in the corner.
Holland with the dunk in transition.
Nice play there by Holland.
Navigating through the defense. Hollitz will drive on Moore. Can't get that one to go on the inside.
Fouls him. Here's another look at that slam there from Holland. Just an athletic play.
That was a very, very dynamic play there for Holland, getting him started with his first field goal, correct?
I think so.
It looks like he's going to want to get more going here on the inside. Can't get it to go as the help comes.
Holland's in transition. Slowing it down a bit for the Eagles. Gets it to Moody in the corner. Moody puts up the three. He gets that to rattle in. Moody, 36% three-point shooter from last year. That's pretty solid.
That's pretty solid. I mean, his form didn't change from last year at all. I was hoping we might see that. But, I mean, when you're shooting 36% from three, maybe don't change anything. As Moore looks like he wants to drive on Hollitz and kick it out to Conrad. Lance Holland now posting up Moody. Gets the hook shot, no good.
That was with this left hand. May not be too comfortable with that shot.
Lance Holland, a little bit of a slow start.
Sanchez driving in on Shields. Gets it to Moody. Moody driving in on Holland. Kicks it out to Hollitz. Hollitz gets it to Moody in the corner. Another three for Moody. He hits it. Forcing the timeout there for Chesterton. Moody, 2 threes now for him.
Hernandez almost comes up with a steal. What do you know about this Hernandez, guys? Holland gets up a three, no good.
Hernandez, just a hustler, I hear, from JV last year.
You know, Lance Holland is 1 for 6 so far in the game. Definitely a slow start for him. Definitely hope to see him step up later in this game as Malik Jackson just rims out.
A bad look there for Jackson. Shields in transition, gets it to Alexander. Alexander for three, he hits it.
I did not expect Eddie Alexander to shoot that. I don't think he shot a three last year.
Eddie Alexander cuts the lead down to 6. As Moody looking to get inside, gets blocked by Alexander, and then Malik Jackson cleans it up.
Good awareness by Malik Jackson to catch that ball, as it was kind of a quick play there.
Alexander with 2 blocks now. Now Shields will pull up the three.
No good on that one. Malik Jackson wants to take the ball with himself. Give it off to Hernandez, who uses Malik Jackson for the screen. And he'll be sent to the line by Eddie Alexander.
Jackson's first free throw is good. See if he can give Abilene a 10-point advantage. He can. 10-point lead here for Abilene. What does Chesterton need to do to change that?
I think they just shots need to start going in. I mean, they just haven't been getting their shots to go. Is Lance Holland will hit that one.
Lance Holland, 7.7 points last year and 4 rebounds. We can expect some big improvement from this kid.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was overshadowed by Noel Malone last year a lot. But
Moody
this year,
can't get that.
At the pinnacle of the team by himself, so. But as I was saying, Chesterton just needs to get their shots to fall. They're getting looks, but just not going in. As Moore looks like he's going to want to do some work on Alice Sanchez, and he'll get the layup to go.
Nice floater there from Moore. Moore averaged 7.6 last year. As a freshman, that's pretty impressive.
That's very impressive.
Nat Jackson inside doesn't get his layup to fall. Red in transition. Gets stopped by Hernandez.
Eddie will swing it to Kyle. Back to Holland. To Moore. Moore. Another bucket inside. Cuts the lead to 3. I thought it was just 10.
Tough play there from Moore. Nat Jackson handling the ball now that Hollitz is on the bench. Gets it to Moody.
Good defense from Chesterton here. Nice pressure. As Lance will go under the screen. Stays on Moody.
Nice shot there from Moody. Can't get his little baby hook to fall.
JJ Redd going to call for a screen from Lance Hollins. Lance fades.
Might have a bit of a mismatch here with Hernandez guarding him.
Oh, here we go. Now he'll use it. As he backs him down. Gets an easy layup to cut the lead to 1.
9-0 run here for Chesterton in the last 2 minutes. Impressive way to bounce back from that 10-point deficit.
Abilene just needs to get their offense clicking. I mean, you know Chesterton's going to go on a run at some point, but Abilene's got to stay on the offensive. As Malik will do that right there, an easy layup for him.
This just proves how important Hollitz is to this Abilene offense.
I mean, it just runs through him. I mean, without him on the floor, it's really hard for them to score.
Red's 3 is no good. Malik Jackson with another rebound. Gets it to Jackson, the other Jackson in transition.
About 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Let's see what Abilene can do here. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Hernandez will kick it to Moody. Sanchez in the corner.
Sanchez is fouled by Red. 20 seconds to go.
Not the best foul there. Going to give them more time on the shot clock. As Moody gets inside, kick back out to Nat Jackson. Going to go to work on Holland.
Bramos forced to put up the shot. It goes in. Impressive shot there from Bramos.
A little fade, and they'll chuck the ball down to Holland to see if he can get something going.
2 seconds left. Shot is up. No good. We are here at halftime. Abilene up here, 32-27 on Chesterton.
Yeah, Chesterton was down. What were they down? They were down 10, and then now they cut it down to 1, and then Abilene at the end there brings it back to 5.
Yes, this Abilene squad having a bit of an off night from Ryan Hollitz. Bramos and Will Moody leading the team in scoring so far. And then Chesterton, 9 points from Holland. And then Nicholas Moore with 7 points. Feel like he had a lot more. Maybe they can get him going, pushing 20 at the end of this game.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of tough takes at the basket, and we need more of that for sure. He needs to drive more. As far as Lance Holland goes, his shots will just start falling for him. He's getting looks for sure.
Good looks from Lance Holland. We are back here for the third quarter. Hollitt's back in.
Let's see what he can get going for Abilene. They definitely need him right now. They want to increase that lead.
Nat Jackson gets it to Moody. Moody puts up another 3.
Another
he hits
3
it.
For Moody. He's been hot today.
I believe 3 for 5 on the night.
That sounds right.
Good shooting there from Moody. Nicholas Moore driving in, gets to Alexander inside with a mismatch. He gets fouled. Eddie Alexander, 45% last year.
Definitely wants to improve on that as he'll make the first.
Second free throw, also good. Starts his season off 100%.
Looks like whenever he gets up there, he just kind of doesn't even take a dribble or anything, just kind of throws it up. Interesting free throw routine is Ramos to get the open mid-range, no good.
He likes those shots.
And Conrad Alexander taking the ball up. You don't really see that a lot, so he'll give it off to Kyle Shields.
Shields' brother, Keller Shields, also on the team as a freshman. Not sure if we'll see him get any minutes tonight. Holland inside, can't get his shot to go. Jackson with the rebound. Gets fouled there from Shields.
Alice Sanchez in early in the third. He'll give it to Hollitz in the corner. Hollitz with the 3, can't go.
Moore with the rebound, pushing the pace. Bit of a 1v5 here. Gets it to Red. Red with the interesting pull-up mid-range. Gets his to go.
Looked like he was off balance and kind of just chucked it up from the deep mid-range. Lance putting the pressure on Will Moody. So Hollitz will get a drive, kicks it out to Moody.
Sanchez calling for the screen. Doesn't take it. Driving inside. Puts up the layup, misses it right.
That was the right move there. He was patient, waited for the shot blocker to jump, and then put up the shot. He was just off target.
Good patience there from Sanchez. Alexander inside hits the shot on Sanchez. Timeout here by Abilene. Here's a look at Chesterton's schedule. Next game, they'll have two more home games, and then go away to San Angelo in another home game, so they're starting their season off pretty comfortably.
Yeah, that's a really easy schedule. I think Chesterton can even start out 5-0 potentially if they win this game. This is their toughest out of the first 5 games.
It looks like it on paper as Hollitz gets inside. Passes up his shot, gives it to Bramos. Out to Nat Jackson. Jackson driving in, loses it to Red. Red pushing the pace now with the ball. Pulled up for 3. Just missed.
Red looks way more confident this year than he did last year.
Yes, the confidence is oozing out of that kid as we get a backcourt violation. Here's a look at Abilene's schedule. Next game will be another away game at Plainview, and then 2 home games and another away game. Another sort of easy-looking schedule here for Abilene.
Other than that El Paso game, that's a tough game.
El Paso looks pretty. Yeah, they look good this year.
Yeah, they have a Defensive Player of the Year candidate last year, J.G. Britton, who will definitely be a force inside. As Nat Jackson gets the and one.
Nice play there from Nat. 84% last year. It's pretty good. 38-33 here with just over 4 minutes to go in the third. Red inside puts up his layup. Good patience there getting Nat Jackson in the air.
Hollitz will be guarded by Monroe. As he'll take it in the inside. They'll get Malik out on the perimeter. He won't shoot it though. Nat driving. Gets fouled again. Again, the 84% free throw shooter. Let's see if he can knock down both here.
He will do just that.
Larry Monroe going to take the ball up here for Chesterton. I don't think we've seen him tonight yet, have we?
This is his first minutes of the game as Red draws the foul from Jackson. Nat Jackson, that is. Inbounded to Moore.
Good defense from Moody. As Kyle Shields to get the wide open 3, it'll fall. Maybe a little bit of a contest by his own teammate there.
Hollitz bringing it up. Nice spin there. Gets inside. Ugh.
Off the bottom of the rim.
Might have lost the ball there.
That's what it looked like to me. Shields will take it on Malik. Out to Holland. Gonna go to work on Bramos. Great defense from Bramos.
Bramos known to be a pretty good defender. So he gets the rebound there as he turns it over.
Lance, he'll get the bucket inside after getting the steal there.
Chesterton ties it up.
Dangerous position for Abilene. Chesterton has all the momentum.
Here's another turnover.
An easy layup after the run out.
Timeout here by Abilene.
And 2 turnovers in a row, you just can't do that.
This is Chesterton's first lead of the game. Can you believe that?
I can. It's been a close game all game.
Here's a look at Abilene last year in the District 4 tournament. Lost in the first round, but then made some noise in the state playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, they got hot at the end of the season, the very end of the season. They had a favorable matchup in the first round of the state playoffs and made it to the regional championship. So, and they were only a shot away too from winning that against Tomball as well.
Yes, looking for at least the same, if not more, this year.
Red will get a bucket inside. Hollitz to Malik. He's less hesitant to shoot that one, but it'll be offline.
Chesterton holding a 4-point lead now after not having a lead for 3 quarters nearly.
Let's see what they can do here. Red with the ball. Skips it to Shields. Monroe tries to set a screen there. Shields won't use it as Holland. The fadeaway won't fall.
I like that shot for Holland. He'll get a lot of more of those to go later on.
He looks very comfortable shooting that fadeaway. He needs to take more of those, especially against this bigger defense inside with 6'8" Jackson and 6'7" Bramos.
Holland's missing yet another shot. As he gets frustrated, fouling him there. 3 for 13. Hollitz is
with 4 fouls as well. He's just had a rough game as Jackson stands his ground and blocks Holland.
Coach keeping Hollitz in the game. Trusts him not to pick up that 5th foul. Moody off the screen. Looking to do something inside. Kicks it back out to Hobbs.
Jackson. Hobbs will set Jackson a screen as he'll just pull the 3. It'll fall. Cuts that lead to 1 point.
Ballsy shot there from Nat Jackson.
And that's it this team needs out of him right now. They're struggling to find a good shot. Red tries to get the 3 points back. He can't do it.
Moody handling the ball after the rebound. Gets it inside to Jackson. Pass is tipped. Jackson follows it up with a shot.
Shields will drive. Gets Jackson in the air. Gets the easy layup. Trying to get the crowd hyped now.
Chesterton retakes the lead.
Hollitz defense on... Monroe defense on Hollitz. Can't get past him.
Hollitz gets it to Moody. Up to Hobbs. Hobbs gets it back to Hollitz. Screen. Hollitz getting downhill. Kicks it to Moody. To Jackson in the corner. Good defense here from Chesterton. 2 to go on the shot clock. Moody gets up the shot. Just misses. Jackson with a good hustle gets the rebound. He puts up a shot. He gets fouled.
Chesterton kind of fell apart there with the last 2 seconds on the shot clock. You know, they really shouldn't have given up that shot or the rebound, but look at it. Here's Red. Will pull. No good.
Tie game here to start the 4th quarter. Very competitive matchup in the second half.
Yeah, this has been a fun game to watch unfold here. As Larry Monroe tries to speed past Hernandez, can't do it.
Yes, Chesterton battled a lot of adversity early, down by 10 at one point, battled their way back, and finally took the lead after 2.5 quarters of being down.
Sanchez drives in. Then the Bramos who gets the dunk.
Nice play there by Bramos. Bramos breaks the tie here early in the 4th.
Red will take the ball down for Chesterton. Holland working on Moody. Looks like he'll get inside. Gets fouled. Maybe a bad call there. It looked like it might have been clean.
Looked clean to me. Holland's first free throw is good. Haven't seen much of Holland in this half.
I haven't seen much of Holland the entire game. I mean, he was our leading scorer in the first half, but it didn't really feel like it. It felt like Moore was kind of taking control for them.
Haven't seen much of Moore either.
No, he had a good first half, but he hasn't done a whole lot here in the second.
Chesterton relying on all 10 guys this game. As Nat Jackson misses the layup and fouls Alexander. Red taking up the ball now.
He'll work on Hernandez. Can't get anything. Kicks to Shields. Sanchez playing defense on Shields.
Alexander gets it back to Shields. Shields to Red. Red to Moore. 5 seconds to go. Moore inside gets the foul.
Great look there from Moore. That's what I want to see more. More from Moore.
Moore's first free throw's good. Second free throw, also good. Those are his first points of the half.
I think so, yeah. That's interesting, as he had a pretty strong first half. We need to see him more now. More now than ever, as Chesterton has a 1-point lead. They need to extend it.
Good look from Moody. Doesn't get it to fall. Bramos getting the offensive rebound.
Nat Jackson will pull it out. 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Jackson gets it to Sanchez. Sanchez last second shot. It gets a not friendly roll. Sanchez's first points of the night gets Abilene the lead back, 52-50.
Yeah, Moore wants those points back, looking to drive hard at the rim. He'll get them to at least 2 of those points back to tie it up. He's getting hyped here.
Nice shot there from Moore. 11 points now for him. Jackson inside. Gets it to Hernandez. Hernandez to Sanchez. Sanchez calls for the screen. He's driving. Picks up his dribble. Gets it to Moody.
Sanchez looks like a hard pull there. Almost goes in.
Bramos, good hustle, gets the rebound. Another offensive rebound for these Eagles.
Nat Jackson posting up Shields. Can't get the layup. Yeah, these Eagles have been working hard on the offensive glass here.
Chesterton calls a timeout. Chesterton playing some pretty good defense here in the second half, but giving up the offensive rebound obviously isn't going to help him.
Red takes the screen. Can't get the layup, just a little strong.
Hollett's back in for Abilene. Remember, he has 4 fouls. One more foul will get him out of this game. Let's see if Chesterton tries to hone in on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Chesterton might just try to play their game here. Hollett's hasn't really done anything for them anyways, other than pass. So I don't think Chesterton's too worried about Hollett's. Holland with the dunk. Just goes to work on Bramos. And he'll deliver on the end one.
3.5 minutes to go. Hollett's handling the ball here for the Eagles. Hollett's pulls a 3. Deep one there. Doesn't get it to go. Another offensive rebound for Bramos.
Yeah, Chesterton just needs to do a better job. They're not doing a good job preventing these offensive rebounds as Sanchez will get a layup inside.
Sanchez, a junior, only averaged 1.5 points last year. Looks like he'll have a bigger role this year.
Yeah, as he misses that steal. Red with the pull-up 3. It'll fall. Some tough shot making here from Red tonight.
Sanchez brings it up, giving Hollis a bit of a break. Gets it to Moody.
Good defense from Kyle Shields. Bramos takes the short mid-range. It'll go.
Good find there by Moody.
And like you said earlier, Bramos loves that short mid-range shot. He'll take it any chance he can get.
Red gets it inside to Holland. Holland trying to work on Bramos once again. Puts up the shot. Bramos, good defense there.
I don't think he's going to be able to do that again on Bramos. Too good of a defender.
Hollett's off the screen. Good spin. Gets it to Moody. Moody pulls the mid-range shot. It rolls in, tying up the game.
The Eagles have been using that mid-range shot a lot this game. As Red will take it down. Gives it to Holland down low. Shields with the ball. Gets inside. Blocked by Moody.
Good block there from Moody. Yeah, the Eagles getting a lot of mid-range shots. Haven't seen much of their threes besides Moody.
Yeah, Moody is the only shooter here for them tonight. Well, Nat has 1 or 2. Hollett's normally probably their best three-point shooter. Hasn't done anything for them from behind the arc. Or anywhere for that matter. As Nat will drive in. Gets the scoop layup. Tough shot from Nat.
Field goal wise, Eagles put up 7 more shots than the Warriors. Is more than nice lefty floater there, tying up the game once again. Back and forth matchup here in the fourth quarter. Minute 20 to go. Don't go anywhere.
Some clutch shooting here late inside from both teams. Nat Jackson is going to drive. Can't get anything. Kicks it to Hollett's. Hollett's kicks out to Bramos. Great scramble there from Chesterton.
Jackson gets at the shot. Can't get it to go. Good defensive possession there for the Warriors. Just what they needed.
Now under a minute left in the fourth quarter. What does Chesterton need to do here on offense?
Just look to get the ball inside. Maybe not, because that gets stolen from Hollett's.
Yeah, the cut hasn't been there all night, and it remains that way. They don't need to force a pass inside. I think they need to get more on the downhill drive again. That's been working for them. It's Nat Jackson. Can't get a look there. Kicks to Hollett's. 20 seconds left. Only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. They got to get a shot up here. Hollett's might be the one to shoot it. He is. It won't fall.
Another shot no good for Hollett's. Chesterton, no timeout. Moore puts up the shot.
Hits it! Moore hits it with 2.5 seconds left.
Tough shot from Moore. Here's another look at that. Friendly roll. Good pull-up. Chesterton doesn't take the timeout. It looks like it will pay off. As Abilene will, and they'll get the last shot up here. Shot is up. No good. Chesterton survives, winning the game 60-62. What a game.
What a game. What a roller coaster for both teams. Maybe a disappointing end there for Abilene.
Definitely. All right, we are here for the post-game talk. Final score 62-60 for the home team. Nicholas Moore, what a game from him.
Yeah, just super efficient night, 6 for 8, and it's all credit to his shot taking. He just took good shots, and he's a great finisher, so of course he's going to be efficient.
Took the big shots when they mattered there at the end. Didn't see much of him in the third quarter, but he came alive in the fourth.
Yeah, he had that tough left-handed, I don't even know what to call it, a floater, a layup, something, and then plus he had that incredible mid-range pull-up on the fast break. You don't see much of that, but that was a great shot.
And then for Abilene, Hollitz was just not there tonight on the offensive end.
No, and that might be the story for Abilene because, coming into this game, I really expected Abilene to maybe win by 10. But I think Hollitz not being Hollitz tonight was probably the reason they lost.
Yeah, losing Galloway shifted a lot of the offensive load onto Hollitz, where he didn't have as much last year. But Bramos, I think he's the player of the game here for Abilene with 13 points and 12 rebounds. Impressive play there from the senior.
Yeah, he definitely took a huge step up, at least in this first game. 12 rebounds. It was a great defender. Locked down Lance Holland.
Yeah, that doesn't show up in the box score, but great defensive performance there from Bramos.
Yeah.
Anyone else you want to talk about?
Yeah, Moody. Moody looked like he also took a huge step up.
Yeah, Moody. 3 for 5, 3 for 6 maybe on threes. Good shooting from him. Anyway, that'll be it from us. I'm Jason.
I'm Hunter.
And we'll see ya. Peace.
Peace.